Hi students, today let's do exercise 1.2 question number 5. Exercise 1.2 question number 5. An aeroplane was flying. An aeroplane was flying at a height of 1800 meter. At a height of 1800 meter. If it descends at a constant rate, if it descends at a constant rate, of 60 meter per minute. How long will it take to descend to a height of 300 meter? Our question is, an aeroplane was flying at a height of 1800 meter. If it descends at a constant rate of 60 meter per minute, how long will it take to descend to a height of 300 meter? This is our question. In this question, if you notice that you will find three things. First thing is 1800 meter, which is starting altitude. Then next thing is 300 meter, that is target altitude. Then third, that is 60 meter per minute, that is the rate. 60 meter per minute. This is the rate. So these are the 3 points in this question. So keeping these points in our mind, we have to solve this problem. So first thing what we have to do is, we need to find how far the plane needs to travel towards this, downward to this rate. Okay, from 1800 meter the plane has to descend to 300 meter. So what we have to do first, we need to find how far, what is the difference between these two distance. Let's find out. First we need to find the distance. Distance is equal to the initial height minus first Initial height, how much it was? 1800 minus final height, that is 300. So distance is equal to initial height minus final height. Now we have to substitute this. Distance is equal to initial height is 1800 meter minus final height is 300 meter is equal to 1500 meter. So this much distance the plane has to descend. Okay, so from 1800 meter to 300 meter, 1500 meter is the distance that plane has to travel. Now the second step what we have to do is we need to find the time required. Okay, that is the second step that we need to do is what? The time required to travel from this height to this height. That is what we have to find out. That is time. Time is equal to distance upon rate. Upon rate. That's why first we found the distance. Now time is equal to, distance is how much? 1500 meter. The rate is already given in the question, how much? 60 meter per minute. 60 meter per minute. This is the rate. So 1500 upon 60. So the zeros cancelled. Now 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. Remaining 3, 30. So 6 fives are 30. So time is equal to 25 minutes. How much time the plane took to descend from 1800 meter to 300 meter is 25 minutes. Therefore, it will take 25 minutes. Therefore, it will take 25 minutes to descend to a height, to descend to a height of 300 meter. This is the final statement we have to write. Therefore, it will take 25 minutes to descend to a height of 300 meter. The question was, an aeroplane was flying at a height of 1800 meter. If it descends at a constant rate of 60 meter per minute, how long will it take to descend to a height of 300 meter? So first we found that we need to, what we have to find out first, that distance. The plane needs to travel downward from 1800 to 300 meter. That we found, that was 1500 meter. Then the second thing that we need to find is the time required to travel, that 1500 meter it has to descend. That time, how much required for that? So time is equal to distance upon rate. So distance is 1500 upon 60. Then we get the answer 25 minutes. So final statement is it will take 25 minutes to descend to a height of 300 meter. This is how we have to solve this problem. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to stay tuned.